E nā hoa kupa'a I ka ʻOlelo Hawaii, aloha nui kākou. Ma luna o ka mahalo oia I o ia na au koa o kākou Hawaii I kukulu ia I keia pūkana kui ka wao ʻahaʻi ʻOlelo ola, e nāna ia I ka mo aukala a me ka holomua o keia imi ana I ka pono o ka Hawaii.
Revolution comes from the word revolving, turning in and out so that you have something better to live with.
E nāna pūkako I ke komo ana o ka hanauna hou I ke aukahi me nā mākau hou e pono ai ka holomua hou aku.
Hey, they got the marching part down, but they just need a little bit of legal help on the side. So that's my kuleana.
Ai pani ia keia pūkana makanana I nā mele I pai I keia aukahi. Ua hua pono mai no keia hulia o ka Hawaii mana kana hiku, o iaia ike maka ia ana ke ano e loli ino ai ka aina me ka nohona Hawaii, a ua ho'omaka ka Hawaii e imi na ke ina me na po'aia pili, e lohe ia I ka leo o ka Hawaii no ka pono o ka Hawaii.
You have to march and protest when your rights are being and your way of life is being directly threatened. In this particular time period, there were many Hawaiians who were still living on the land, still able to fish, and some people even growing taro as well. And it was the subsistence and traditions that were being threatened by urbanization, by growth, real estate, tourism, military use, all of those kinds of things.
O ke kipeku ia o nā mahi ai o ke awāwa o Kalama a me ko Sand Island no ho'i. Pe ia pū ko ho'opahu ia ana o ka ho'olawe ka pu'ali ko Amelika. He mau mea ia I kū mai ai ka Hawaii a akoa koa no ke kū e no ho'i ke ia hana ino a hana hewa ia.
More and more young people like myself became really aware of what a terrible injustice it was, and also that it was really changing Hawaii in ways that we really weren't comfortable with.
Now Hawaiians started to talk. Hawaiians everywhere started to talk and say what they think and argue with one another about politics.
Hapai I ana na ninau I ninau mua ole ia I vaina o ka Hawaii, keo aku ke ia ho'opuka mana'o ma vaina o na haumana kula nui.
And it was a time for us to think about who we were. Hawaiian history that was being taught in the history department was very sanitized. Missionaries are great. It was a wonderful thing to become part of America. You're so lucky that the white people take care of you, that kind of thing. So we wanted to hear some different kind of history. Our rallying cry was our history, our way.
Nui nā kanaka I ume ia I ka ulu ana o ke ia o kahi e la'a ho'i me Ed Greavy nei. Ua ike maka o ia I ka ulu I kaika ana o ke ia mao kāna mo ki I pai e pa'a ana I vaina o ka koa I ke ia manawa.
I really felt some serious political change, social political change in the structure of government in Hawaii could change because of the feeling and the way the movement was growing at that time. I just found it fascinating to see these young folks do what they do. And I was just taken by their enthusiasm, and I wanted to help out. I wasn't an organizer, but I could take pictures.
A lot of the fighting and the struggle was done by a small core of really courageous leaders, slightly older than us, but really a part of our generation.
O ka lani o Helo, soli ni heo a me Pete Thompson ke kahi o ke ia mawalaka I Hawaii makaukau I ho I ke kaia ulu.
The United States government gonna have to be aware that we are the rightful owners of this land.
As a young person, coming of age at that time we were made aware that, if we wanted to get involved, it was there for us. In general, however, we were kind of in awe of these people.
O ke ia imi ana I ka pono, he ka hea ia e lohe ia ike ia ana mai o a o ma ia wā ho'okahi no.
The anti-war movement, however, continued to gain momentum as 40 Hawaii military men were killed in Vietnam.
The civil rights movement, and in particular the way the civil rights movement in the United States began to become really about the civil rights of other people besides African Americans and things like that, that began to suggest to us that the civil rights movement was about us too.
And that was very, very significant, I think, for me and for other young Hawaiians, because if black people in America could be powerful, well, what about the brown people? What about Hawaiians?
Ma hope o ke kanakolu makahiki, a ole ana lilo nui loa na holaina ki ina pai kau a halawai ho eo, a ka no ke ia mau polopeka kula nui, aia ka nui hana makahaʻi ʻOlelo a kuka mana lumi papa.
As a teacher, as a professor, I know that I get to help reconnect. And this is a really, really important thing to do, because as we reconnect our people with our past, we become stronger.
What we're doing is we're empowering the nation. It's like we're raising up an army not with guns, but with great ideas.
So it's really, really important work. But it doesn't take the place of going down and protesting and testifying and, before the legislature, or doing whatever it is you need to do to prevent people from taking really what is our birthright. And that is, our right to be ʻAlahui.
Ke hoʻi mai, I molokaʻi kākou a ike I ka nani o ke kupaʻa o keia kaiaulu liʻiliʻi a I kaika no naʻe I ka pono.
For 30 years of fighting, we're in a position now where we can actually choose our future.
Kanu ia ka mea kanu Hawaiʻi uluwehi hou ka ʻaina.
Pehea kākau a mea kanu ho uluwehi ka pahale hou e pē?
E a mama he iliahi.
Kanu ia ka mea kanu Hawaiʻi olu hou ka nohona.
U ia mamalu loa ana ki a wahi e mama.
Ai, I loko ke kahi wā pokole.
Kanu ia ka mea kanu Hawaiʻi mau o aneʻi.